Hey, this is Greg. Just saying hello. Episode 13, lucky 13 of Unbreakable Spirits. Haven't done a podcast in a few days, so just wanted to hop on here and say hello. Wish you guys a happy Easter. I hope you have a great weekend. Have fun. Don't eat too much chocolate. No, eat a lot of chocolate. I give you permission. Just go eat chocolate. Eat it. And um, me, I'll be eating chocolate. I'll be um, chilling out there with family, friends, watching baseball, but also remembering the true meanings, renewal, hope, resurrection, right? And it's all around us. Everything's starting green. Our tree out front it's a dogwood tree, a white dogwood, and it's got buds on it. Can't wait till it comes out. And dogwoods only last maybe 2 weeks at most, but um, those 2 weeks, it's just beautiful, beautiful tree. We have lots of dogwoods around where I live here in eastern Pennsylvania, near Valley Forge Park, loaded with dogwoods, pink ones, white ones. Um, I've even seen the shades of purple. In it's so pretty in the springtime. Um, it's funny, people get married in April, May. Um, they often go out to the park and take pictures in front of the dogwood trees because they're very unique and special to this area. So can't wait. Um, I wanted to mention I have a new website that's going to be going live probably this weekend sometime. And can't wait for that. You'll be able to go on there and read my daily blog, generally about sports, and be able to purchase a signed copy of my book, read about the next book coming up, and book me for a speaking engagement, book signing, and you'll be able to find the links to all these blogs over there too. So yeah, I'll make it nice and easy. So I appreciate it if you stop by and say, look, um, I plan to do another podcast maybe Sunday on sports podcast. And guess what? Next Tuesday, we're recording another episode and I have a special guest. First guest on the Unbreakable Spirits channel, and that should be cool. I have a few other guests lined up. We'll just have to get the schedule the right time to do the recording. But when I first started this, I wanted the goal is to share some inspiration and hope, especially to those who need it. God knows in this world we live in nowadays, we need a little hope. And so, by having guests on who are inspiring and have hopeful stories to share, that will help people out there who need a little hope too. And I can't wait to talk to the people I have lined up because I know they're very special. I know they have inspiring short stories to share, and it's just going to be a really cool thing. So stick with me, okay? Today is Phillies home opener. Let's go Phillies. Hopefully they're going to start playing some good ball now that they're back home again. And let's hope so. The funny thing was, the Phillies were supposed to start yesterday. And there was a weather forecast. Everybody's getting on our local weather people here in Philadelphia, New Philly, because there was a forecast that we were going to get severe storms yesterday. High winds, lightning, a lot of rain. Was supposed to storm from the afternoon all through the evening. So the Phillies, I think they did the right thing. They canceled the game. They postponed it to today. And the Phillies weren't the only one. The Mets did the same thing, and so did the Baltimore Orioles. They all anticipated this line of storms coming through for a few hours and wiping out the games. Well, what happened was, depending on where you live, when I was about to bed. So you can imagine. It was 82 degrees. It was a little humid yesterday, but it was a beautiful day. Otherwise, light breeze, 82, beautiful day for April. And it would have been a perfect day for baseball. So, needless to say, our local meteorologists are taking a little heat today, pardon the pun, a little bit. So, um, but it's not as nice of a day today. It's maybe in the 50s and chilly and raw, but it is dry. So, we've got to, hey, as long as we get it full as well. So we'll see. I wanted to mention some things about Easter again. Um, of course, other than the main reason for Easter and resurrection and hope and renewal. Of course, I love the traditions around Easter time, Easter baskets and candy and jelly beans. Now I'm not into the fancy gourmet jelly beans. Nah, I'm very old school when it comes to Easter candy. I like regular jelly beans um, and chocolate Easter bunnies. I actually like white chocolate nowadays. It's funny. When I was a kid, I hated white chocolate. Whenever we would get white chocolate in our Easter baskets, it was like we would be punished. What did I do wrong, Mom? And, now I like white chocolate, and so, and the Peeps. How can we forget the Peeps? Marshmallow Peeps. One of the best parts about Easter. And I've heard down that they're making the Peeps all during the year, for Christmas, and that's cool. Marshmallow Peeps are good any time of the year, but they're really an Easter time treat, at least to me. So, I've been watching some Easter movies too this week. They aren't on like they used to be. Back when I was a kid, they would have Easter movies on all week. And Ten Commandments, Ben-Hur, that was my favorite, Ben-Hur. But the chariot race. Shouldn't say that. And most of the Easter movies are biblical, but they were really, I thought they were really inspirational, a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch. It's funny because Easter, I think that's the cool thing about Easter. It's not as commercial holiday like Christmas is, Yeah, you got the Easter bunny, you got the Easter candy, but it's not. I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong, but Easter is what it is. I mean, even the music. There isn't too much Easter music out there. Easter Parade is a nice song. But, Easter music is really hymns in it, as it should be. That's what the holiday is. I'm going to be thinking about my mom, as I always do, on Easter, because she was born on Easter Sunday. April 11th is her birthday. In fact, next Tuesday is her birthday. And she would have been 103. That's really odd. Isn't that wild? When people get that old, it's like 103. Yeah, that's kind of hard to believe. But yeah, my mom was born on Easter Sunday, and her birthday would fall on Easter Sunday once in a while, like once every 7 years or so, as the cycle goes around. Her birthday would actually fall on Easter Sunday, April 11th. And other than my dad, too, another person I'm going to be thinking of, especially on Easter, I guess you guys will be thinking of special people on Easter, too. People who are gone, but still in our hearts and in our memories. I'm going to be thinking of my Uncle Henry. My Uncle Henry was was a pretty cool guy. He had to meet Uncle Henry to know what he was like. But every family has an Uncle Henry, salty language. He didn't care what he said, who he said it to. He was just a very outgoing guy, a nice guy, deep down inside, but um, he had his ways about him. And after my dad died in '77, my Uncle Henry really helped us out a lot with my Uncle Henry when he would sue as far as my mom needed something on the house and probably what. And he could be gruff and he could be, you know, um, with the language, but he had a heart of gold. Like a lot of times he would stop by, knock on the door, and there would be a basket of corn, fresh corn, in front of our door. He didn't want any money for it. He gone to one of the local stands during summertime, corn and brings and that's the type of guy he is. What I remember about my Uncle Henry too is he got me out of the house a lot. He was one of the main people when I was growing up, especially after high school. And so if you read my book, you'll know the story. I was after high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And of course, you get people, especially back then in the '70s, were saying, you're in a wheelchair, you've got a disability, so you don't need to do anything with your life. You just sit there and don't do anything. Watch The Price is Right all day, game shows, right? So you don't need to do anything. And I just thought I had more to give, and he was one of the people who encouraged me to be independent, get out and do things. So, Michael Henry used to take me into casinos, and a lot of time we would play blackjack. And we would stop at Pat Steaks on the way home in Philly and cheesesteaks. And we would go to the races in the summertime and watch the horses when the evenings. And I did my Uncle Henry was a good poker player. He was very well respected, and he played poker for maybe 60 years, maybe even more. And he claimed he never, ever, all the time he played poker, maybe he played 2, 3 times a week up at the Moose Hall, one of the other firehouses he belonged to in town. He claimed that he never, ever, ever got a royal flush, ever. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10 of all one suit. And it's really hard to get. I've got them before several times. So it's kind of hard to believe that he never got a royal flush in his life. He was always chasing that royal flush all during his life. Well, the funny thing about it was my Uncle Henry ended up getting dementia. He parked downtown one day and couldn't find his car. And that was the first clue that we had that he was getting sick. And because he was a wanderer, my aunt couldn't take care of him. So he ended up in the same nursing home where I worked as a social worker. And that was tough. In one way, it was good because I was able to see him a lot. And we would connect, even though he progressed deeper and deeper into confusion. Whenever he would see me and we would talk about the old days at the races or whatever, his face would light up, like he kind of knew, he still had some memories. The same Uncle Henry was deep down inside, even though he wasn't saying anymore like he used to be. So I remember he died on Christmas Day in the late, in the '90s, sometimes So, what I did was I got a brand new pack of cards. And got a Sharpie and I wrote on the cap something like, to Uncle Henry, may you find the royal flush in heaven that you never failed on earth. And it may be kind of corny, but I thought it was kind of cool because I'm sure he's up there playing cards with the rest of my uncles and my dad, and having some beers and just having a good time in the always. So hopefully he got his royal flush done. Well, there's Katie. Wow, maybe she'll make a guest appearance. Well, what's that? Katie, come on in and say hi. I guess not. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to talk to you again. Thanks again, and see you soon. Happy Easter. Bye.